All right, let's test the audio. Hopefully that's good. Let me just double check. Looks like nobody's in yet. Whoa. Let's see. It's been a while since we've done this. Whew. That was something. Alright, so it looks like that went out good. Alright. Well, now I guess we wait. Nice racing. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm just working on checking audio and stuff. It's been a while since I've streamed. So, let me just make sure we're doing all right on everything here. All right, seems like we're doing okay for everything. So, yeah, how have you been? I'm assuming you received your decals in the mail and have potentially begun working on the cars that you got them for, hopefully. At some point, maybe I'll get all of my completed cars. Well, not all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 done, 30 to go. It's been a journey, to say the least. I thought doing 4 at a time would be the best. And I really didn't want to do this stream. I didn't really want to work on these cars on stream. Lock in and I do. All right, sounds good. Have a good dinner. I'll be here. I'll be here for a while. That'll give me some time to chill out, work on these. Can't give away all my secrets. I think what I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to turn this into a video when I get these done for Cody. I don't really expect a whole lot of people to join this stream. It's a random, what even is today? Tuesday? Random Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Hey, Cody. I'm doing all right. I have hit the overwhelming part of these cars. So I have, these are cars 20 through 24. These are cars 21 through 24. 1 through 20 are all done. And I have the remaining ones all stripped down and painted and ready for decals. And I don't want to say that I'm overwhelmed, but I'm going to be real happy when these things are done, especially now that I started working on them. I figured out that working on 4 at a time is probably best. I hope all of your people like these things. That's all I gotta say. But I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I got 2 days left of work for the season, and then I'm done. Done until January. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be working on these things a lot over the break. Hopefully to get them done before Daytona. If you're racing Daytona, not sure. I know you said TBD, so I guess we'll find out. But if you are, then I'd like to bring them down to you personally. I don't really trust USPS a ton, but if not, I mean, I'm not against shipping them either. So I just want to get them done, get them out of my house, into your hands, or whoever purchased them. How's the comic coming along? I think last time we talked about it, I want to say you were on chapter 6 out of 10 with the illustrations. So my assumption is that it's progressing and moving along nicely. Are we just gonna jump in and out of focus this whole night? One of the main reasons why I didn't want to do these cars on stream is because I do, for the most part, have to keep them pretty close to me because the details are so small. Compared art being grind out. Yeah, that's good. That's how I feel with these. I just gotta grind them out. I just gotta work on them. I just gotta put the time in and get them done. So it's good to hear that that's being worked on. I mean, I don't know if people are asking you for updates and stuff, but I'm getting them. You can point them to the stream because it is a process. But overall, it's coming along pretty nice. I haven't really run into too many issues with these. Actually, this I'll show you guys in a second. This decal set was the first that I ran into issues. The decal's cracked. I had never seen that before. It's like they got a bad bond on them or something, so I couldn't put that on a car. So it's a good thing I ordered extra. I have about 6 or 7 extra sets of decals that I pulled from. I'll probably, well, I don't even know if I want to make myself one. Cody, I'll probably make you one since it's your car and I'll send it to you. Maybe I'll make one for myself as well. But yeah, I have some extra sets of decals. Kind of in case something happened, then I could not have to wait to order more. So I guess that's good on my my perspective, my thought process, but yeah, that's about it. Just working on these. I got an email today from the box company that they have the template for me, so I wasn't sure if I should or should not go live tonight. I decided to, just to work on your cars. Yeah. The box, I'm working on getting professional boxes for next year, or more professional than what I've done. So hopefully you race next year. That'd be really cool. I know you said it's still up in the air, but we'll see. But I'm excited to get these done. I think they've turned out overall pretty good. They look nice. And then I already do have all of the boxes made for these. I had the boxes made for these months ago. But yeah, it was one of those things where it was such a daunting task that I didn't even want to get it started. So I worked on one car like pretty early on. And then it's not a lot of work. I mean, you guys will see the half of the process tonight. It's not a lot of work. And once I worked on one and realized how much work these things were actually going to be, I kind of got a little bit overwhelmed. And then didn't really want to work on them. So the motivation is back, and I've been able to hammer out quite a few in the past week and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 done in the past probably week and a half or so, which is it's a pretty good pace. If I want to get them done by Daytona in February, I need to get about 1 done every other day. And I found out that splitting them up into groups of 4 helps out with that. So yeah, it's a process, and it's not terribly stressful, I suppose, but now that I'm getting to it, it's wearing on me a little bit. But it's fine. They look good. It's been fun. So glad to see you guys here hanging out, even if it's for a little bit, just to hop in and say hi. But yeah, there's a pretty big learning curve on what I have to do for these cars. It's cold down here in the basement too, and that can't be good for the decals. My hands are cold. So I don't really know how long we're gonna be live tonight. I'm gonna try and get as much done as I can. But yeah, it's cold down here. Wait till you guys see. It's just crazy looking over there and seeing the ones that are already done. And knowing that I'm not even halfway done yet. But that's fine. I'll tell you one thing, I'm never doing more than 5. 5 is my absolute limit. So, but it's a cool experience. It's fun to do. Hopefully the audio is good for you guys. Like I said, I haven't streamed in a little while. So here I am, kind of tired. That's it. It seems like I don't have a lot of energy for whatever reason. I don't know what the reasoning is behind it, but just kind of seem tired. But I'm glad to hang out with you guys on a Tuesday evening work on some decals for Cody. Camelot 331. So yeah, we'll do a side by side. So that's with the contingencies and the headlights and the cowl decal and the fender well decals. I kind of broke it down into, if I get one car done every other day, I can have them done by Daytona. And my thought process is, if I can do 4 cars at a time, like, you see how quickly I can get through like each of these sets. And so I found out that it's pretty easy to just devote one whole day to cutting out all the decals at once, and then another day to doing a third of the car, another day to do another third of a car, and then another day to do the final third of the car. And with all that, it generally only takes me 4 days to do 4 cars. So it's basically a car a day, obviously. And that helps out a ton, because if I were to do a single car a day, just the whole car, I don't think it would go as quickly. And that's kind of what I was doing before. So I think I like the 4 cars every 4 days. It is a little bit more daunting having 4 just sitting here, but overall it's really not too bad. I think it's actually better this way. So I'm able to get more done, I think, this way, instead of doing 1 car a day or 1 car every other day or something. But yeah, overall this project has been a project. Cody said it best when talking about the art. Just grinding it out one at a time. Of course, in my instance, 4 at a time, but yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should text. I might put a pause real quick and text a friend. Let's do this real quick. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. All right. Now get that out of the way. Continue to just add decals. There's really not much to discuss, like when we do the big cars. I will be streaming, I don't know, the next time. I don't know if I will stream these cars all the time. I kind of don't want to, because as I've said before in other streams, when I'm live, generally speaking, my work rate is slower than when I just am watching a podcast or listening to a podcast, watching videos, whatever it is. So I probably won't stream these much more. I just wanted to try it and see if it went well. If it looks good, I'll probably watch it back after the fact just to see how it goes, how it looks, all that. But I do have the IndyCar. That's like my last open project. That's my last open project that I have aside from these 164s. And I cannot wait to get going on that one. That one, we went to the race in July. It is now December. So it's been 5 months, over 5 months actually, since we attended that race. So yeah, I'd really like to get that IndyCar done. It's 1/18th scale, so it's like, I wouldn't say the polar opposite of what we're working on tonight, but it's pretty darn close to the opposite. And yeah, I'd really like to get going on that car. So that'll be next. Not sure when. Maybe this weekend? I don't know. I gotta continue working on these cars. But every now and then I need a break too. Like, I can't just work on these all day, every day, straight. You'll start to go crazy after a while. Especially the big parts of the car. The door, roof is easy. Roof is the easiest decal. The two doors, they're not that difficult. They're okay. The nose is probably my least favorite part, I think. The hood's not particularly that difficult. The deck lid, I mean, we'll get into some of them tonight. The name rail, the greenhouse area, the A, B, and C post with the name rail, I mean, that's not too difficult. But yeah, it is what it is. Putting the tire decals on as well, the generals. Looks pretty good. So yeah, it's a full process, the whole thing. Let's do some of those next. And like I said, I didn't know how it would look on stream, so I wanted to do one, see how it goes, and then you know, if you guys like it and there's more people join in to watch these streams, because maybe theirs is one of these cars, I'd actually, yeah, no. Sure, I can. No, I'm not making. You're not getting 30. You're getting none. None. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming to hang out. I think it's going okay. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a 2-hour stream. For some reason, I'm tired. I don't know if I just want to sit here for a couple hours and work on these. Like I said earlier, I got the template back from the box company, so I would like to work on those and get those sent back in to those guys. No, not 25. Maybe one. I don't know what you would do with it, but maybe one. I actually am considering making a big car for myself instead of these 164s, because I do have the passenger side quarter panel. I've considered it, so we'll see. But I'm kind of sick of making this car, which is a bad sign because I'm not even halfway done with them. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have some ideas. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. So we'll see how much. And another reason why I wanted to do this too was to kind of just gauge how much time it took to do all of these things. So I'll be able to, once the stream's over, I'll know how long I was working on the cars and what I was able to get done. So I'll have a better idea of how I need to manage my time in working on them. So that's also part of the reason why I did want to go live working on these things. Definitely the cold. The cold is not my friend with these decals. It never really is. So I don't love the fact that it's really cold downstairs. My hands are pretty cold, but it's like, it's single digits outside. So it's kind of to be expected. Like I said before, I didn't really come into this stream with any topics in mind. I didn't really have anything specific that I wanted to talk about. Why did the stream freeze? Oh my goodness. Guess what? Still haven't got a new laptop. Buffering. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I just see the video has stopped. It's thinking about catching up. Like heating ducts? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I had a feeling the camera's not doing so well. Oh, we're jumping, we're jumping. Oh, man. I wonder what the heck it even looks like on your guys' end. We're getting pretty close. Suggestion. The stream is garbage. Oh yeah, I see it jumping. I got it open on my other screen, my other laptop. It looks like I'm doing a bunch of jump cuts. It looks like it's back to normal now. Sometimes you just gotta sit and wait for it. Yeah, fast forward, exactly. That or a bunch, like I said, a bunch of jump cuts. Yeah, but as far as the heating ducts go, hot air rises. So unless we put the heating ducts on the floor, which isn't an option, I mean, we're just gonna heat the ceiling downstairs. I mean, I don't need the ceiling to be heated. I need my feet, my hands to be heated. But it looks like the video has caught back up, so we should be okay. Maybe this live stream is actually a video and I'm just a recording. Is it just my decals, or is it normal for the corners to peel real easy on before you put clear coat on? The corners to peel really easy. I don't know if I've ever had that happen. The corners peeling. Like peeling up off of the car? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if I've ever had that. So, like we talked about last time, I'll put a coat of just a little bit of this decal softening solution on. Now these tires are a little bit different because the way that the contour is. Then I'll just apply the decal. I don't know if I've ever had the corners peel up like you're saying. Put a little bit more of that stuff on top. Slide the decal into position. Let it sit for a couple seconds so it kind of absorbs into the decal and softens it. And then take my paper towel and just absorb the rest of the liquid off the top of it. And there you go. So that's pretty much that. There's really not a ton of secrets to what I do. Obviously, you know, live streaming it, there aren't too many things that I do off camera that I don't do on camera for these cars, aside from maybe the clear coat. The corners just peel off as if it hasn't flayed here. Deserves even the slightest touch. Do you have a glossy finish on that you're applying the decals to, or a matte finish? Because I found out a long time ago that if you're trying to put decals on a matte finish, it doesn't work as well. Glossy finish is preferred much more, at least in my opinion and in my experience. That sounds like that's a really strange issue, that it's just peeling up in the corners. Yeah, kind of like it's not adhered to it fully, like you were saying. That is kind of bizarre. Train o'clock. Not sure if you guys can hear that. But yeah, for these, I mean, I don't think I've ever had that issue. The decals themselves are matte. I apply some mop and glow to the car after I paint it. Mop and glow. Oh, like the floor wax, like this stuff. Maybe not. Mop and glow. I mean, this is what I've used in the past, but now I use an automotive clear. Yeah, the decals, I would agree that they're matte. The decals themselves are matte. I guess what I would suggest would be to use a gloss paint. Are you using spray? Because if you're not going to clear... See, I don't know what mop and glow is. Is it like... It sounds like a floor wax, kind of what I just showed. It used to be Future Floor Wax. It's basically Pledge. Okay. So what I have found out with that is it's a really good... It's not a really good... It's a pretty good top coat. But it's not so nice to put decals on, if that makes sense. So I suppose, without knowing anything else, my suggestion would be to paint the cars with a gloss finish, a gloss paint, whatever color it is, black, yellow, red, orange, whatever color, blue, whatever color your car is, paint it with a gloss paint, and then just put the decals over top of that. Because if you're going to use the Pledge to be your top coat, I think you'll be fine. But in my experience, if you're using that, if you're putting that, they are going to be something. Oh, they're a headache. If you're going to use that gloss coat, should I just apply decals? I would try that. I would try painting your car and then applying the decals right over top of that paint, as long as it's gloss, because that's what I've had success with. And then if you're going to use your clear coat, you can use the Mop and Glow, the Pledge, basically, like you said, as your clear coat. And I used to do that in the past too, before I got into the automotive clear. In those coats, I would put probably between 3 and 4 coats of the Pledge over top of the decals, and that did a pretty good job of sealing them in. Sealing them in, as well as giving it a pretty decent shine, top coat over top of the decals. So I suppose that would be my suggestion, without knowing anything else. that's what I've had pretty good success with in the past, and I guess that would be my advice. I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, I've just been doing this for a while, and I've kind of learned some things along the way, and I would say that would be one of my biggest things. So you strip your car down, you paint it with, a lot of times I just use Rust-Oleum paints that you get at like Home Depot or whatever, just rattle cans. Lately, I've been getting into some more hobby paints, some hobby sprays with just a spray gun, an air gun. But generally speaking, I will put a clear coat over top of those to give them a smooth finish. If I use full decals, the ones that cover the entire body. White. I would say white because you want to have a brighter color underneath the decals. Now, for this particular application that I have, see, these decals are full wrap over the whole body. The reason I used black was because the underside of the cars, it's easier to cover up, I guess, for lack of a better term, potential issues. So here, I'll show you. So with a wrap, with these cars, the wrap goes over the wheel wells, obviously. And so what I do is I take my razor blade and I'll once the decal dries, I cut the wrap out so that we have a clean line on the wheel wells. But the problem with that is sometimes you cut some of the paint away. And so what I do for these cars specifically is I just take a black Sharpie and I just take that inside edge and clean that up with the black Sharpie, and it looks perfectly fine. I suppose if you paint your cars white, you could touch it up with a brush inside the wheel wells, but that's and for this car in particular, the roof rails on the top are black as well as the shark fin. So I just figured it would be easier to paint the whole thing black. Now, these decals, you can see they're pretty vibrant. They're printed with a white undercoat, like a white base underneath the color. So they're pretty opaque. They're pretty vibrant. They look pretty good. But if I were to paint the cars white, they would probably pop a little bit better. But overall, I think for the application that we have, for what they are, it looks perfectly fine. I don't have any issues. And here, I'll go get one that's done. So I can show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. Well, that's annoying. My laptop just died. My other laptop just died, so that's cool. Here's a car that's done. So actually, to your point, I do use the floor wax, basically the pledge, to do the windshields and the tires. But yeah, so see, you can kind of see the gloss. Yeah, like see the gloss on the windshield's pretty good. That's just floor wax. That's 2 coats of that floor wax to seal in the decal, but also give it a shine. And then you can see like on the hood and on the roof, like it's 4-to-1 automotive clear coat, and it gives it a pretty good shine, protects the car, protects the decals. And then inside the wheel wells, you can't really tell, but I touched it up with Sharpies. So it looks pretty good overall. It works. That's kind of what I would do if I was suggesting anything to you. I hope that helps. And it's just, that's the way that I've found that it works for me. So it might be, you might find it a little different. And again, if you're not using like a full automotive clear and you're just using the floor wax to clear, I mean, you can see the shine in the windshield, in the back glass. I mean, it's still pretty shiny. So yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine to do it that way. And don't be discouraged if your first car doesn't turn out good, or, you know, something goes wrong or whatever and you have to redo it. You know, it happens. It is what it is. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was showing these decals, but they cracked. Like, that's nothing that I did. That's straight from the supplier. This is the first time that I've ever seen this, so I'm not overly concerned about it, but I can't use that decal. It's toast. So it's a good thing that I bought extra sets of decals, but you'll run into some unforeseen issues and you'll just have to work through them. But hopefully that helps. I think you'll be fine if you do it that way. Am I even still alive? Yeah, okay. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. Hopefully that helps. Now, personally, if we want to talk about that, the decals I have are less brittle than most. Well, that's good, because then you can work them more. These ones aren't too bad, really. They're pretty good, but yeah. Generally speaking, once you get the decal down, you don't want to move it around as much. You don't really want to mess with it a ton. You just kind of want to get it. Yeah, you want to get it into its spot and just kind of let it sit there and absorb and kind of fill into the places. But if I can help it, I don't like doing full wrap cars. I never have. I say that as I'm making 50 with a full wrap, but generally speaking, I just find full wrap cars to be more difficult because, I guess you could call me a perfectionist to some degree. I like to have the decals in the body of the car be perfect, and sometimes the wraps don't match perfect, and I designed these ones for these cars specifically, and they're pretty good. They're not perfect, and even I designed them. So unfortunately for these cars, they're all fades. You can see that it's a light blue to a dark blue to black on the back. So it's a fade, and painting 50 of these with a fade in them is not an option. There's no way I would do it. So I made them full wraps, and it's fine. They're not perfect, but you know, when they're sitting on a shelf or something, I don't think anybody's gonna notice. Probably not. I mean, if they want to complain about them, then I'll send them a car, I'll send them the decals, and they can do it themselves. But yeah, generally speaking, I think these have turned out pretty good, and I don't have many complaints about them. So yeah, hopefully that helped. Jeez, I don't know why. I really messed up with my other laptop. I gotta get a new battery for it. There's something wrong with it. It doesn't hold a charge, and when the battery is basically dead, maybe it's the charger. Well, no, it's probably the battery, but it'll like turn itself off at like 50% battery. So it pretty much always has to be plugged in, which is annoying. But yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Like I said before, this is something I just kind of wanted to try. I didn't know if I would like this format. I didn't know if I would like working on these cars on stream like this. It's been fine. They're just so tedious and annoying. And I have to hold them close to me. So, yeah, it creates a strange dynamic of trying to give you guys the best visual that I can. A clear coat video? Yeah, maybe. Maybe the next time I clear these, I'll take a video of the clear coat process. And then only a few more to go. Yeah, a few more. A lot more than a few. Maybe I'll take a video, because my intention is to make a video of this whole process at some point when I give the cars to Cody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is something I'm looking forward to as well, taking a picture of all 50 of them. What a crazy endeavor I decided to undertake. How-to video? Yeah, I think I might do a how-to video. Or something like that. Maybe the making of 50 cars. Something like that for these ones specifically. The way that these live streams, I've kind of designed them to be, are sort of how-to videos in a sense. And I kind of like it a little bit more because you guys can come in and ask questions and we can kind of discuss things in real time. To me, I like that a little bit better than a how-to video because I can only explain things a certain way once in that format. Whereas here, like how not to, yeah, don't agree to make 50 cars. But yeah, something to that effect where we can interact back and forth and you can see kind of the process unfold. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do a how-to on a 1/24th scale car at some point, and just kind of video the whole process start to finish, disassembling it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Disassembling it, sandblasting it, painting it, priming it, painting it, clearing it, decaling it, clearing it again, and then reassembling it. I could probably do something like that. That would be quite the effort to make that video, but it's something I could do. It's something I've thought of in the past as well, as like I could do that. Because I have a lot of cars going backwards, like Jeff Gordon cars that I really want to make. And I just haven't had time since I'm making all of these cars for everybody. Which again, it's fine. It's not, I like making cars for other people. I really do, because it's led me to meet a lot of really neat individuals. But I also have some cars that go in my collection that I would like to do that have been sitting in boxes for years. 2015 was when Gordon retired, so I have some cars still in boxes from 2015 that I got to work on. 2014, 2015 time frame. And it was a good thing that I bought all of them when I did, because that market has dried up. Like, it's very, very difficult to find elite diecast from 2010, 11, probably 2010 to 2015. Those are the years of the Gordon cars that I'll be working on mostly. I kind of wish I had my channel when I made my, how many was it? 14 Gordon cars from 2012. Eventually, I'll get around to posting videos of those. Like, they'll be on a Friday video or something. But, yeah, that was quite the effort. Making 12 1/24 scale cars, Jeff Gordon, pretty much all the same, all elites, tons of detail. That was quite the effort. It's a crazy hobby. So what I'm doing for this deck lid decal, a live stream series reviewing all of them. All of them? Oh. That's kind of what my Friday videos are supposed to be, are like quick reviews of all of the cars. I don't hate the format for the Friday videos. Let's say that. The problem is I do have so many cars that it's just going to take forever to go through, which is fine. I did at one point kick the idea around of going to 2 videos a week, but that's just too much for me with having an actual full-time job, as well as, you know, multiple other things going on in my life, like a family. So making 2 videos a week isn't really an option for me. But I have so many, I have too many cars. I don't hate the idea, but I don't think I have the time to commit to doing that. I already have a hard time live streaming what we do anyway. But if you did notice on the channel, kind of want to see my older 164 cars, like my 2007 set, or because I guess that would be the older ones you would be talking about, I would assume. My 2007 set is kind of my prized possession, sort of. I really like those cars, and I spent a lot of time accumulating those, and I have every single one ever produced in like the pit stop version with the plastic chassis and plastic tires. And then I made a ton of customs for that as well. Maybe I could do... That's not a bad idea. Maybe I could do like a whole... I don't know if I would do a live stream. I would... You're right. I'd probably do a live stream so I wouldn't have to edit it. Because I hate editing so much. So much. I hate it. But yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe one day I'll get all of my 07 164s out, if that's what you're asking, because that's what I'm assuming. And I do like those cars the most. I will get all of those out of their case, and I can do a live stream review of all of the 2007 cars that I have. I would have to advertise it a lot though, because that's going to be a lot of effort just to do all of that, which is fine. I don't mind that, but it'll be a lot of effort. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. If I could just go YouTube full time, I could pay my bills, then maybe. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so this decal that goes on the deck lid of the car. This one's interesting because it goes up the shark fin on this side. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got to get these done, though. I can't not work on them. This decal goes up the shark fin, so I have to cut that with the razor blade. And then same thing with the spoiler. The decal goes up the spoiler, so I have to cut that out too. But I'm going to let it dry first. Because I'm sure you figured out that cutting the decals when they're wet is not good because they will pull. And, you know, once you allow them some time to dry, they will be easier to cut. I I guess I don't hate working on these. I do like doing this in general. It is my hobby. I enjoy it. But I think the thing that I hate is that I signed up for 50 of them and I'm just doing 50 of the same cars over and over and over and over again. I think that's the thing I don't like about it. And again, it's fine. It's really not that bad, but it's just the repetitive nature of it. It's like working on an assembly line, just same thing over and over and over again, repetitive. It gets boring, it gets repetitive by definition. So maybe at the end of this stream, I'll just take my phone over to my 164 cases and we can look at them real quick. Maybe not, I don't know. Ah, man. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. I hope full-time, yeah, no, not an increase in pay from work now. I hope you figure out the decals and kind of the clear coating process and painting and all that stuff. I'm pretty interested to hear how that goes. So, no, I don't want to get into all that. No factories. It's too much work. Too much work for a hobby. But yeah, thanks for joining Nice Motorsports, or Nice Racing. It's a good time. Good time on stream. It's always good when the chat interacts. I like hanging out with you guys. It makes it a lot easier to have discussions about things. Because like I said before, I didn't really come in into tonight with any topics in mind, really. And see, this is kind of the reason why I didn't want to do this on stream, is because of these parts of the car. Very tedious, very annoying. Not really, like I have to concentrate when working on them. No, let's not talk about West Ham. They're probably going down. I don't know if they stay up this season. And I feel bad for Bowen. But we'll see. I don't feel good about them staying up. We'll see what the January transfer window brings to them. But I don't feel too good about them staying up. So what we can talk about is the Manchester United Bournemouth game yesterday. That was an all-timer. 4-4, 5 goals in the second half at Old Trafford. Yeah, that game was a good one. I guess West Ham Villa on Sunday was a pretty good one too for the neutral. Like if you're neither a West Ham nor a Villa fan, well, I guess if you're a Villa fan, it was a pretty good game. But they showed a little bit of weakness by allowing West Ham to score and then take the lead. So, yeah, I guess if you're a Villa fan, there were some things about that match that you wouldn't like. Same thing with the Arsenal game though against Wolves. I mean, they left it late. They left it really, really late. But Wolves almost beat Arsenal. Or they didn't almost beat them. They almost drew with them. So Arsenal would have dropped more points. So, yeah, this Premier League season's kind of all over the place. It's been pretty wild. I don't know who wins it. I really, really hope it's not City. They've just seemed to have found their stride lately. I mean, Haaland is scoring all the time because he's a freak. That's what he does. And then Arsenal, they continue to somehow win games even when they play terrible. So you have that. But then you have Villa just kind of creeping there in third, which I like. So Sunday's game against West Ham, that was the only one this season so far that I'm like, I want West Ham to lose because I want Villa to go on and challenge for the title. Do I think they could? Maybe. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I hope they can. Let me say it that way. I hope they can. I don't really want to see a Big Six team win it. I don't think Manchester United can win it, my other team. So if they can't win it, I don't want to see City. I don't want to see Liverpool. Don't want to see Chelsea. Don't want to see Arsenal. Tottenham's not going to win it because they're Tottenham. That's just how it goes. So the last hope right now is looking like Villa, which the current form that they're in after starting the season horribly, their current form leads me to believe that they could be a contender for the title. Whether or not they hang around the top is yet to be seen, but they're finding ways to win matches, just like the West Ham game. But they have some cracks, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, he's a Manchester United fan, so he probably has a lot to say about yesterday's match. I would assume he has a lot to say about yesterday's match. That one was wild. Like I said, an all-timer. 4-4 at Old Trafford. Now there's a few things that says, though, is that United cannot defend. And if United cannot defend, then there's no way they could possibly compete for the title. Which is interesting because I think if they would have won yesterday, they would have gone to 5th maybe. But they didn't. They tied, so they dropped points. But yeah, what we learned was they can't defend a lead. Bournemouth, though, credit to them. They fought hard and came back a couple of times. But they couldn't really defend either. There were some wacky goals. There were some just bizarro goals that happened in that game as well. So, overall, that game was just goofy. It was just a really weird match. But yeah, it's one of those seasons that's all over the place. It'll be interesting what happens in the January transfer window, who goes where. If there are any big names that move on from clubs like Salah leaving Liverpool, I don't know if I could see it happening, but there's been some animosity there lately, I guess. Yeah, but that's with anything. You never know what's going to happen with any sports, really. But that's why you gotta watch Bread and Circus. Keep the people distracted so they don't see what's actually going on. That's like ancient Rome stuff. Another day, another manufacturing crisis. But yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens the rest of the season. Oh, can't wait. Well, yeah, you're not going to watch Premier League on Apple TV. You're going to watch MLS, which I'm also looking forward to. Now, here's the thing. Wilfred Nancy, the former coach of the Columbus Crew, he is moving on. Actually, he has already moved on. He is no longer the Crew's manager. He is manager for Celtic over in Scotland, I think. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know who the Crew's new manager is going to be. They just said that their assistant manager also left and took a top role at St. Louis, I think, maybe. So who knows what's going to happen with the crew. Hopefully they sign some good players and get a manager that plays well with the team and the style and the atmosphere and everything in Columbus. But who knows? I guess we'll see. So we've been going for an hour. England's yeah, exactly. Well, we've been going for about an hour now, and we've made some good progress tonight. It's funny because like the stream keeps showing nobody's watching, and then it jumps up to like 2, and then 0, and then 4, and then 0. So I don't know who's out there. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens in the World Cup next year. About 10 of those. No, definitely not 10 an hour. That's for sure. I already had a big part of them done. I had the doors, the whole sides done, the nose, then the hood and the roof. Like that all takes a decent amount of time. Maybe I'll see. I don't want to do one of those on stream either because like this whole process is just frustrating. I just have to keep it so close to my face to see the details that I feel like it's not good for you guys for the visuals. I'm trying to keep it as still as I can as well, because I noticed that if I move it around quickly, it looks wacky. There's not really a whole lot else to discuss. As long as you think it looks great, that's what matters the most. The people matter. We almost hit double digits tonight. We had 10, no, not 10. We had 7 viewers at one point. We were close. We're flirting with the double digits. Every now and then we get close. We get to 10, or we get to 7, we get to 8, but it doesn't last. My goal, which isn't really that lofty of a goal, would be to get like double digits for like the majority of the stream. Like if we could have just 10 people watch for the majority of the stream once or twice, that would be kind of neat. Genuine, like unique viewers, I guess. Not multiple accounts. You know what I mean. I still haven't fixed the squeak on my chair either. That's funny. Whatever. So we're closing in though. I don't really know what to do next. I guess we'll do these TV panels. I hate doing the greenhouse areas. I hate doing most of this these cars. Right? Yeah, I would prefer no mice to be in the basement. That would be preferred. I'm assuming that's what you mean. I thought about these TV panels after the fact. I probably should have just done individual decals or something, but because I was painting the cars black anyway. No, no. Nope, definitely not going to do that. Not going to have one at the auto show either because that Camaro's not done. It'd be nice to get the Camaro done. That'd be a big project to check off the list. Gotta get the barn insulated first. I guess I don't have to, but it'd be nice to have that done. Not too bad. Not too bad. I miss the rookie stripes. Halfway through the winter, might as well. Yeah, that's definitely not the right outlook. Well, then you'll say, well, the springtime we got a lot to do. Might as well wait till the summer. And then when summer rolls around, it's too hot to work out there. We'll wait till the fall. And then fall you'll be too busy. And then well, we might as well wait till winter. And then it's too cold. Might as well wait till it's just going to be an endless cycle of never getting it done, which is unfortunate. But that's how it goes, I guess. Prefer to get it done sooner rather than later. I'm getting any younger. It is a vicious cycle. It is indeed. I don't know what's going on with YouTube Studios. It says nobody's watching when clearly that's not the case. It says it on both applications, like on OBS as well as YouTube Studio. So I was gonna try multi-streaming to Rumble, but I had to download a plugin for OBS and I just didn't do that. I didn't have the time to figure all that out yet. Maybe one day. Not that I don't like YouTube, but I'll try and figure out Rumble at some point. Yeah, it feels like we've been here forever, and it's only been an hour and 16 minutes. Oh, these cars, they drag on. They drag on. Who's Larry? Like Larry from Impractical Jokers, Larry? One viewer. Yeah, I'm showing 0 on mine, so I know that's not true at least. We did have quite a few people in here earlier. Everybody was like, nah, this isn't that interesting, I'm moving on, which is fine. Larry the Streamer. Who the heck is Larry the Streamer? Larry the Streamer. Like Larry the Lobster is the only one that I can think of from SpongeBob. I don't know who Larry the Streamer is. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Like Larry the Cable Guy, Larry the Streamer, maybe. That would be that. I guess that'd be my other guess. JT. I don't know. You got me confused for sure. Oh. Okay. I got it. I figured it out. I understand. Yeah, maybe I'll ask him Sunday. He's probably going to say the same thing. You have to download a plugin to multi-stream, and then you have to put in your stream code. I watched a couple videos about it before I went live, and yeah, I figured it out. And so then I decided that it wasn't worth my time right at this moment. Which is fine. I want to know how it says that there's nobody watching, like 0 concurrent viewers, which clearly there's at least one. YouTube Studio, what are you doing? I think the plan is to go for another 40 minutes. We'll hit 10 o'clock and then I'll call it there. And I get done what I get done. Whatever's done at 10 o'clock, that's it. I'm calling it. Yeah, we've made some progress. That's the big part of it. Little progress every day. Just a little bit of progress every day. Whether it's cutting out the decals or whatever it is, just got to do a little bit every day. I do have to do the box thing though, those guys sent me. So I gotta respond to them. So I'd like to do that tonight. I don't really want to go back down there tomorrow. Although I could. Maybe I'll see about next week picking them up. I am super excited about the boxes though. Like, that's gonna be so cool. I cannot wait. I'll post them on Twitter and on the YouTube channel so everybody can see them. Custom boxes. What happened to the stream? It fell apart. It fell apart. We were flying high earlier. The algorithm shut off on YouTube or something. Looks like nice company. Maybe should have plugged them in. We'll see. I'll talk to them. And I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how all that stuff works. Maybe they don't want it. Which I would assume they probably don't want the publicity. They don't really care. But yeah, they do it. I mean, it's a pretty big company, so we'll see. I don't know if they need any engineers. What? What the heck? Yeah, I don't think so. I think we would know. It's only an hour south of us, so I'm sure if that happened, we would have some sort of inkling that went on. Electromagnetic pulse. Basically taking out all electronics. That would be something. We couldn't stream then. And it would get cold fast. Oh. What, in the YouTube area? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I think there would be bigger problems than my stream not working if there were an EMP in the area. All my lights would go off. All my electronics would go down. It would be a bad time. Bad time for everyone. Well, I'm glad you guys are hanging out tonight. Sounds like you don't have too much going on over there, which is fine. It's nice to relax every now and then, especially in this cold weather. Maybe that's what it is. Just being outside in the cold just takes the energy out of you. Your body has to create all the extra heat. No matter how many layers you have on or whatever. It was cold. It was in the single digits when I got to my car this morning. Now, granted, when I got out of work, I think it was back up to 32 or something. So, it wasn't too bad, but still, pretty cold. Pretty cold. Yep. Oh, man. It still shows. Thanks, learning about me. I'm sure you're learning a ton. You're learning to not ever take on anything like this, which I don't know why you would anyway, but it was nice of Cody to hop in the stream earlier. That was nice of him. He also retweeted my tweet, so that was very generous as well. Ugh. Let's see. That's not what I was looking up. This is what I meant to look up. Oh, Emily's in the house. What's up? I'm glad that you're here. It's been a stream. It's been fun. We had a lot of people earlier, and then everybody bounced. So now we only have 2 people in the stream. You and Georgia Cinco 123. I'm sure you can guess who that is. But yeah, it currently shows zero viewers on stream. So it is a busy one. So if you missed the backstory it shows 4. It shows 4 for you. It shows 0 for me. So anyway, the backstory behind these cars is Cody Dennison did a comic book run, a graphic novel, comic book, whatever you want to call it. And this is the car that he raced at Daytona this year in 2025. And now it's showing 1 concurrent viewer. Oh, we're breaking records, folks. This is the car that he raced at Daytona, and so he wanted to do a promotion with 50 people there. I think they were $500 tiers or something to get your name on his car, get a die cast, get the comic book, get a water bottle, t-shirt, like a bunch of stuff. So it's a pretty good deal, all things considered. And I know I have had since January to work on this. I've known about this since January, but life's been a little busy. So yeah, I haven't really had a ton of time to work on them. And now that I think about it, I should have just used as much of the summer as I could have to work on it, but we were busy, we were doing tons of stuff, and now that winter's here, things kind of slowed down a little bit, but not a ton because you have all the Christmas parties and family and all that kind of stuff. So does it really slow down? I don't know, probably not really. Although I am off of work for 2 weeks for the Christmas season. The whole auto industry shuts down basically for 2 weeks. at the end of the year. So that'll be nice to utilize some of that time, hopefully. Well, now it's showing two concurrent viewers, which I think that one makes sense. I see you two in the chat. More than likely, that's all that's in here. If there's more people, great. Glad that you guys are here, but oh, nah. Now I see three. I see three. But I feel like we've made some pretty good progress tonight. All things considered. So after I put all of these general tire decals on the tires and the windshield front and back glass decals, I will add that floor wax clear coat over top of them and give them 2 coats. Do you see 3PO? No, I don't see 3PO. I will indeed have a 1-year-old very soon, in less than a month. She just turned 11 months. So yeah, she is a little Spitfire. She's a little goofy little nugget, but she's so much fun. She's an absolute blast. 1 year ago already. It's hard to believe. Time flies. That's a big part of the reason why I didn't get these cars done sooner. Because she has been awesome, but a handful. But I wouldn't trade her for anything. Do you see 3PO R2? No, but in 2027, it's the 50th anniversary of A New Hope. And I think they're releasing the original in theaters, which I am interested to go see. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you like it. I'm assuming you liked the Joy with her face in the middle going, oh. I thought that was funny. So, yeah, I'm excited. This will be our first Christmas. She loves the lights. She points out the lights and all that kind of stuff when they turn on and everything. So it's a lot of fun. She's been really good. All right, I don't want to do this part of the car, but we'll do the greenhouse area. I have to do it at some point, so we might as well do it now. Part of the reason why is because I have to cut them out with the razor blade. She is. She definitely is. Do you see 3PO R2? Yes, I would like to see you too. What the heck? An hour and a half. Now there's 4 people watching, so that's fun. I know 2 of them. I might know the third one. Maybe I don't know the 4th. I don't know. Holy cow, this stream's behind. Oh wait, it's just behind. Let's see how far behind it is. That's quite the delay. I wonder if I even have a delay turned on. Dang, we hit 7. We hit 7 at one point. That was the peak at one point tonight. That was kind of cool. Dang, we missed it. Missed it by 3. Missed it by 3. All right. Enough about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. It's about the quality. Oh, yeah. All right, I messed up. See, you guys distracted me. I was supposed to put the next decal in the water so it would have time to separate from the backing, and I didn't do that because I was interacting with the chat. See, these are the kinds of things that distract me and prevent my productivity from being so high. It's fine though. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. See, somebody bounced. We were up to 4, and now we're down to 3. They're like, this is boring. Nothing's happening. It's not even putting decals on the car. All right, fine. We'll put some decals on the car. Some decal setting solution. Put down a nice layer of that so we can create a nice tight seal between the decal and the body of the car. Throw that down. Now this we have to... honestly, that doesn't look too bad there. Yeah, maybe back a little bit more. Maybe like that. One more. Something like that. Alright. So the reason I did these decals like this is to have like maximum area covered. I don't think I would have liked doing it a different way. I think this is probably the best way to do it, and then I just cut it away with the razor blade, the excess. I think this is probably the best way to do it. Instead of trying to exactly match the contour of the body of the car. So we'll just do it. We'll just... the bed is made. It is going to be done this way. But, yeah. I figured this was the best way to have this done. Speaking of the baby, it's 9:30. She's already sleeping. I missed her bedtime tonight. Sad. We'll see her when she wakes up tomorrow. Well, I'll go check her out on the monitor. See how she's doing. Alright. I guess what I'm going to do... Normally I don't do this. I think I'm going to let it... Well, maybe not. We'll just cut it and deal with the consequences. This is my least favorite part, is cutting these out. It's kind of a necessary evil. That didn't turn out too bad. Sometimes it's worse than that, but that really wasn't that bad. We'll see. Maybe this front A post to B post name rail decal will be worse. I hope by this time next year we will have... Yeah, me too. She needs some friends. She needs some friends. Nobody else seems to be getting on board, so she's probably going to have a sibling before she has anyone else to play with. Which is fine. That's fine. Oh yeah. She needs some friends. But like I said, she'll probably have a sibling before she even has any friends or cousins. Yeah, that turned out all right. So I'm not too upset with that. We had tacos for dinner tonight. I always make the same mistake of eating too many. They're good, and I like them, but I should just stop at one. Having 2 tacos is just too many. Maybe that's why I'm tired. Too many tacos. It is Tuesday, so you do have to have tacos today. But so then the other thing I have to do is I have to take this razor blade and cut the roof rail out, and let's see how that went. Not too bad. Not too bad. Sometimes I have issues with this, sometimes not. This one seemed to be okay. The name is nice and straight on the railing. The B post decal is good. The C post sponsor decal is good. It adhered well. No complaints. No complaints on this one. Just throw a little bit of extra decal setting solution to get this to wrap around the B post real nice. And that's that. Whoopsies. Sorry. A nice little clear coat on these cars will make it all good. All right, that one's done. You see how long of a time that took just to do that one decal. So it's really ones like that I hate doing, that take a long time. The passenger side, there's some shenanigans that have to take place because when I put the decals together, I use the big car as a reference, and the big car's proportions are a little bit different than the small cars. So the way that the sponsor decal sits on the B post on the big car is different than what it does on the little car, from driver side to passenger side, as well as big car to little car. So it's a little unfortunate. I got to do a little bit of magic, but it's not that big of a deal. I got to remember to stop twisting this car, because this is the focus, right? This is what you guys tune in for, is to see this masterpiece taking place. But if I keep moving it all the time, you guys will never be able to see it in all of its glory. All of its die-cast glory. That's pretty good there. We got about 20 minutes left. 9:40. I think I'll probably call it here relatively soon. It's been a productive stream. We've had quite a few people hop in and out, have some positive discussions, some interactions, which have all been very nice and enjoyable. Oh man, I just can't believe how many of these cars I have to do. Can't even believe it. And the jury's still out if Cody's going to race again this year or not. He hasn't really said. So, I'm kind of conflicted. On one hand, it would be awesome to see him go racing again and trophy hunting, hopefully win some races. But on the other hand, I don't know if I really want to keep making cars. Not because I don't want to, it's just because maybe I want to. I'm thinking about renewing my reffing license, but I haven't decided yet. I probably just should do it. Because that one, you're outside, you're being active, instead of sitting here at a desk, which I do all day anyway. It's not good for my sanity. But the problem is I've done this hobby for so long that I like doing it. I enjoy it. But again, sitting at a desk after sitting at a desk all day at work. It's too much sitting, not enough movement. Which is the nice thing about reffing, because if I ref, then I'm out. I'm in the world. It's fun. For the most part, it's mostly fun. Especially at the youth level. Because the kids are just learning the game. So sometimes, like most of the time, the coaches are supposed to explain the rules. But it's also fun teaching them from an officiating standpoint, like as the ref, like, hey, do this, hey, don't do that, that's not how it's supposed to be. So that's kind of fun. I did like doing that and interacting with the teams, the kids, the coaches, parents. It was all fun. I'm conflicted. I gotta pick one or the other. I can't do both. I just don't have the time to do both. And work full time. Dilemma. Because the other problem too is like the channel keeps growing a little bit. You know, we're picking up subscribers here and there. We get one every now and then, a new subscriber every other day or a couple a week or whatever. So it's picking up steam. You know, we're not monetized or anything like that. It's not like we're breaking records or having hundreds and hundreds of people all on the live streams or in the chats and all that stuff. But it is kind of neat. You know, people are sometimes leaving comments on videos and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I would hate to just abandon the channel. I think part of the problem too is the D'Agostini model. I love working on it. It's a really cool thing, but editing it takes so long. What I intend on doing tomorrow is recording the audio for it. So I have off from work. My intention tomorrow is to record the audio for part 9. I was going to turn it into part 9A and B, but I decided to just kind of wrap up the video, not too quickly, but quick enough where I didn't have it be 20 plus minutes. But the D'Agostini model is part of my dread for this channel at the moment, because the videos just do take so long to edit. It's like the best video series on the channel. I mean, people do like the Friday videos. I guess that's the only other thing I do other than live streams. But I haven't really committed to going too crazy with the channel where I'm putting out shorts and I'm trying to do all that stuff to grow it. I guess it's just kind of been organic and a natural, slow progression, which is fine. Maybe one day I'll try and... But see, again, I don't know. I'm conflicted, because do I do that, or do I just go ref and maybe make a video once a week? I haven't decided yet. So I think it took me about 7 minutes to get this decal on here. I haven't really been watching the time as closely. So this is like 1:47 and a half. So we'll see how long it takes to do this decal. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I just do one video a week, I could also ref, but because that one video doesn't take me very long, I can do my Friday videos, generally speaking, I can record the car rotating. Takes about 5 minutes to do all that. Then I can edit it into a video and do the voice recording. All of that takes me maybe an hour or two. So an hour or two a week isn't terrible just to do the Friday videos. Now the D'Agostini, that one takes me 2 hours-ish to record, like 1.5 to 2.5 hours to record, putting it together and everything. And then it takes me days to do all of the editing because I have 2 different camera angles, so that's between 3 and 5 hours of footage that I have to scrub through and edit down to less than 20 minutes of video. And then I have to do all of the voice recording and editing it all together. So the D'Agostini is definitely my most intensive thing that's on the channel, and that one's also easy to get behind on just because of how daunting of a task the editing process is for me, because I'm still pretty new to, I know I've been doing this for a year, a little over, probably like a year and a half, but like I don't, this isn't like my full-time job. I'm not sitting down devoting a lot of time to learning all of the ins and outs of editing. Like a lot of times I'll throw something together for a Friday video, is, pretty quick, get it out there just so everybody has a video to tune into and watch on a Friday, and it's showcasing another car in my collection. It doesn't need to be that in depth. So yeah, it's a whole process, and like I said, if this was my full-time job, it would be totally different, but it's just a hobby and I don't really need it to take up that much time. It does, but I don't need it to, and I'm trying to not let it take up that much time. So I don't know, it's a weird dynamic. Sorry, I'm focusing on this decal. I hope you guys like the D'Agostini videos, though. I mean, I like doing it. I like putting them together. It'll be a cool series once it's all done. Maybe I'll have that be part of the channel intro. Because technically it is a die-cast car. It's mostly metal. There's some plastic to make it full time. Yeah, the money's not in it, though. I mean, I'm sure I could. But the thing is, like, if I were to do that, because then you'd also have to figure out, like, health insurance and benefits and all that kind of stuff that I get through my employer that I wouldn't get through just doing this full time. So I'd have to figure all that out. I don't know. It's pretty significantly easier. It's super easy to sit down. You like them, and they're a lot bigger and easier to see. What, the 124 scale cars, like the Friday videos? Or the D'Agostini's videos? I've actually thought about starting a Lego channel. Probably not a good idea. I guarantee, though, 100% guarantee that I could grow a Lego channel way faster than I could grow this channel if I put my mind to it and wanted to do it. Guaranteed. The Lego thing would take off so fast. Because the NASCAR stuff, it's super niche. NASCAR is basically irrelevant in the social paradigm. It's not nearly, not even close to being as popular as it once was. And they've done that to themselves. And I don't really need to get on a whole anti-NASCAR rant because I'm just tired of it lately. But if I had this channel 15, 20 years ago and we were making diecast, it would blow up. There would be so many people watching it. Right now, not only is NASCAR really niche, but the diecast market is so niche. Like, it's even it's even less popular than the sport itself. So, I mean, we're just narrowing and narrowing and narrowing down, you know, the pool of interest that you could generate. And so, yeah, doing a Lego channel would be way more. Oh man, my camera died. No, it's back. Okay, we're back. We did a little shake and bake here, but we're back. Oh, I didn't even do this the whole night. Here, look at this. Bam, that's the car we're working on. There we go. Not sure why I didn't do that at all tonight, but whatever. So does the diecast look like the car? Yep. I'd say so. But anyway, yeah, a Lego channel would be a heck of a lot better. Maybe I should consider it. You know what I could do? Just live stream building Legos. That would probably, although I think you have to put out videos. I don't remember what the criteria was for live streaming. That one took me about 7 minutes too. Now that I look at the clock, it took me about 7 minutes. That wouldn't be too bad, just live streaming Legos. And if I could get that channel monetized, now this is just stupid that I'm talking this way, but if I could get that channel monetized, then any money I make building those Legos on that channel, I could use to buy more Legos for the channel. It's like a self-sustaining little ecosystem of videos and editing. Videos and editing. What am I even talking about? Videos and live streams and Legos. I'd have to come up with a cool name for it though, like Nostalgia Bricks or something. Because a lot of the Legos that I would use would be my old Star Wars ones. That's something I could do. And I guarantee, 1,000% guarantee we could make that work more than this NASCAR channel, diecast channel. That's something to consider. It's interesting too, because I already have a bunch of old Star Wars Legos that I could start with. Don't have any of the instructions, but I could figure it out. Do I scrap the NASCAR diecast channel to make the Lego channel? I didn't put a poll up in the chat today. What the heck? Oh, what the heck kind of streamer am I? Garbage. Ugh. What the heck? Well, it's definitely too late to put a poll in the chat now, because there's like only you guys are here. So that's something. What the heck? Whoopsies. My bad, everybody. All two of you guys. Hey, you guys. All right, we're closing in on 2 hours. It's 10 o'clock. As soon as this one's done, this decal that goes on here, I'm calling it, and I'll finish the rest off stream. It was fun to hang out. I've almost talked myself into making a Lego channel. I don't think it's going to happen, but I've almost talked myself into it. I would have to sacrifice the diecast channel. I don't think I could quite do that yet. I couldn't quite bring myself to do that yet. I still got a lot of cars that I need to go through and show everybody and video document. No. So as we approach the 2-hour mark, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. It was a good time. It was a good time. Wasn't the craziest stream. Didn't have the most amount of people. But it was still fun. The quality was there. And that's all that matters. Oh, I could have done a Christmas poll, like something like favorite Christmas movie. Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone, Elf, or Home Alone 2, or something like that. Maybe the next stream. Maybe I'll do that the next stream. Yes, sir. Next time. No. Ah, jeez. It would be the last one that would go horribly wrong. Not horribly wrong, but decently wrong. Oh, I see we jumped back up to 3. Welcome back, random viewer. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Unfortunately, it is the end of the stream. 2 hours in. Last decal going on the car. We made some good progress. We made some solid progress. So I don't know if I'll do another one of these live. Haven't decided yet. I'm gonna have to probably go back and rewatch it and see if I like it or not, because it's difficult to make it look good. So we'll have to see. The jury's still out, but overall, thought it was a pretty positive stream. So thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna end it there. 2 hours and a couple minutes over. 4 cars. We made some good progress. We didn't get them all the way done, but that was probably another third of the car done. So now I just have a few decals left to put on them, and then these 4 will be complete. So as we wrap it up, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, this has been Diecast Driven. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye.